Hello everyone and welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Julia and in today's clip we'll be discussing one product only, and that's gonna be the Revolution Hydra Fix Cooling Mist that contains hyaluronic acid and coconut water. So if you don't know this series, we're gonna look at 5 pillars to rate this product: packaging, formulation, versatility, compactness, and price point. But before jumping into rating it, let's apply this bad boy and see how the mist and everything looks like.
The mist might look scary, but it actually is super lightweight and it dries down quickly, even though I used the fan because it was a heat wave. And this is the finished result.
Now that we saw how the mist looks, let's talk about packaging. Obviously this is gonna be quite quick because what can you say more about the fact that I love the component. It's a big bottle, 150 milliliters. I love the spray. It is quite like a hairspray. I enjoy the packaging. There's not much else that I obviously can highlight about like a mist can. Obviously I do like it. I love the color. It's very representative of the name HydraCOOL. And so I'll give it a 5 out of 5, especially for the mist. I do love when it's kind of like feeling as if you put hairspray on your face. It's just very seamless and you don't necessarily need to use a fan. It's actually heat wave today and I did enjoy having this one as an extra, but you don't necessarily need it because this doesn't splash you in your face. When it comes to formulation, I do think it puts like a nice glow from within onto the skin, but it's not something crazy, which can be the case with extremely hydrating kind of like setting sprays, but you can tell by the way it displays on my face that it's still aiming to make your makeup last. However, the downside of this setting spray is the scent. It is extremely fragranced. I don't mind fragrance products, but this one feels as if I spray my grandma's perfume. It smells extremely floral. It's not that I do mind those perfumes, but I don't enjoy spraying them on my face. For example, the L'Oreal setting spray that it comes as in a can, that smells like hairspray and I would rather have that over this. This is a bit like going down my throat. On top of that, this is called HydraCOOL and I expected that I'm gonna feel like a blasting freeze formulation on my face, but I don't think it's any different from any kind of like other spray because obviously it's in a can kind of like type of component, so when you spray it, it's already sort of cooling, but I expected more cooling effect from this guy, so that was also extremely disappointing if I'm honest with you, and therefore I'm gonna rate this product at 3 out of 5. Unfortunately, I mean, I do love the finish. It's just, I don't think I'm gonna run after this because of the fragrance, as well as, why do you call it HydraCOOL when it's not extremely cooling? When it comes to versatility, you would think, how can you rate a setting spray based on that? I will mention, I think any skin type would benefit from this formula. Oily, normal, or dry, because I'm more normal to dry and it doesn't seem like it dried out my skin at all. And I would say that based on the fact that it's called a setting spray and one of the first ingredients is alcohol, it means it's a setting spray made to make your makeup last, including oily skins, gals out there. And I do think that makes it extremely versatile because any skin type can use this setting spray, and therefore I will give it a 5 out of 5 because it's versatile with any skin type, unless obviously you're sensitive and you can't use alcohol, but that's a totally different story. I'm just talking generally speaking. I'm not avoiding you. It's just, will it make my makeup last even though I have oily skin or normal skin or dry skin? Yes, because whenever you see alcohol in the first 3 list ingredient, it means it's made to make your makeup last. When it comes to being compact friendly, this can of a setting spray comes at 150 milliliters, which is huge. You can't take this one on board in your airplane unless you have a check-in luggage, and therefore this doesn't make it compact friendly at all. It's huge. I mean, it doesn't look that big, but you can't take it on holiday unless you obviously travel by a car or you have a checked-in luggage. This is a bit disappointing. I don't know why they're making them this big. Obviously, maybe for makeup artists who use Revolution could benefit on the fact that they have a lot of product in one go, but other than that, I don't understand why they didn't decide to make it at 100 milliliters to the dot. It's a 2 out of 5, which is the first 2 I ever gave to a product because I really don't understand why would you make it at 150 milliliters. It's the size of my head. I can't even take it with me in my work bag for touch-ups. I think they just went a bit too big with this one. Like, okay, we love quantity at a fraction of the price, but 150 milliliters will not let me go past through my gate. So I'm gonna have to buy a different setting spray for that. I'm sorry, Revolution. Lastly, but certainly not least, price point. This is £12. I think that's quite expensive. Like, I don't know, I was expecting like a tenner. I think compared to L'Oreal, which I think it's 100 milliliters and it's around £12, I can see why Revolution decided to, you know, pump up the milliliters and make it at the same price as an 100 milliliter spray from a different brand. I would have appreciated more if this was 100 milliliter and I would spend like £7, £6, whatever, because I could have taken it with me on my holiday and stuff. Also, besides that fact, I really think the formula is not that great. Like, you call it the HydraCooling, and I'm not getting like the freezing blast cooling effect on my skin. I wouldn't justify spending £12 on this formula and on this packaging, on the size of it and everything. I mean, yes, it's a good price for the buck, but maybe I would opt for a different variation from this range, because I know they have multiple setting sprays. It's just the fragrance is also up there, and I never mind fragrance, never. I'm the person who always says I don't mind fragrance in moisturizers, which I know is controversial because I don't have sensitive skin, but I enjoy the experience of it. With this one, it was just like, I don't know, too much in my face, and therefore, price point wise, including all those aspects, I think I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I just wouldn't spend £12. I don't think it deserves £12, unfortunately, and I'm sorry, Revolution, but make it blasting freezing and probably you will get a 4. Absolutely, you'll get a 4. All in all, the total rating for this product is 3.6. It's low, but it's low enough to say that it is nice to have. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm gonna throw it into the trash bag and be like, oh my god, this is terrible, I'm never gonna touch it. I would definitely use it. I do think it's gonna be making my makeup long lasting and be literally truly set in place. It's just, there are so many aspects that I really didn't enjoy that I do think it's just a nice product to have, but I wouldn't splurge my money again on it.